Hey Cookie, and welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you can always catch this vibe, alright? So, turn on post bell notification on so that way you get notified every single time there's a post. Alright, I'm trying something new here and we'll see how it goes. A little vibe. Okay, so I have my topic for today, right? The topic for today is accepting what God reveals to you about people. Now, when I say this has been the lesson for me in this season, this has been the lesson for me in this season. We talked about this before. I'm an optimistic person, and I also am the type of person where I always see, because of that, I always see the best in people. And sometimes I've allowed that to allow me to not necessarily pay attention to or ignore their negative attributes, right? So I'm truly taking a step back. I've taken a step back from a lot of things and a lot of people and just been allowing God to speak to me and truly just listening to what it is that He's saying. And oh my gosh, when He reveals to you something about a person, listen. Because when you get hurt by that person, that is now on you. And I'm speaking from experience. I've hurt my own feelings ignoring what God revealed to me about somebody because I refuse to believe that that's really who they are or that's truly how they are. I've always like, no, they have this good, personality trait, and they've done this, and it's so nice. We've had some great times in the past, and all those things may be great and may be true, but they also do negatively. Just because they do one thing great doesn't mean that covers the 10 things bad that they've done. You know what I mean? So I really had to take a step back and really just analyze relationships in my life, because I realized that I was loyal to a fault to people that didn't need or didn't deserve my loyalty, honestly. God revealed to me multiple things about multiple people, and I chose to ignore them. And then when my feelings got hurt by them, I was the one that I had to figure it out. Like, obviously with God, you know what I mean, I would go to Him and talk to Him about my feelings being hurt, but pretty much His response would be like, well, I tried to tell you. I warned you about this person, and you chose to ignore me and continue to build a relationship with that person. So kind of that's on you, you know? And it is such a tough thing to detach yourself from people. And one of my first motivational vlogs, I've talked about that, learning how to detach from people. And though it is very true, some detachments can come without even blinking an eye. But it's also those attachments that are super duper close to you, those are the hardest ones to detach from. Because of your love for those people, because of your relationships, and sometimes even how long you've been in that person's life, it's hard for you to detach. It's hard for you to look at it from an outside perspective and say, hey, that person's really not good for you. You have to start doing that. If you were to explain a story, let's say this, you go and you call somebody up, right? And you explain a situation, and then they give you advice back. You have to do that to yourself. Call yourself up. Okay, blah, blah, blah. So, I'm going to do it to myself. Hey, Kashan. So, X, Y, and Z happened. And this person did this and this person did that, blah, blah, blah. What is your advice? And then truly give advice to yourself as if you were giving advice to someone who's coming to you with that type of question. That will help you realize, I can see what God's trying to show me. I can see what God is saying. Like, for real. Because when you ignore what He has revealed to you about somebody, you're now ignorant. You're ignorant. And I'm not saying that with malice. I'm not saying that with ill intent. I'm not saying that to be mean. You are ignorant because you know better. And if you know better and you choose to ignore what is right in front of you, that is truly on you. It's on you. So when people show you who they are, you really gotta believe it. You really do. Because they're not going to change. They may get better at disguising it from time to time, but even with that, it's a disguise. So eventually, they're going to slip and not be able to disguise it. And then boom, there goes the true colors again. Like, that's truly just that. And you have to acknowledge how when you're in your winning season, who's around? How do they respond to you? When you're in your losing season, who's around? How do they respond to you? All that stuff means something, because that's another way for God to reveal. None of us want to believe that someone doesn't love us the way we love them. We don't want to. But when you feel like you were at your lowest point, who was there to pour into you? That is God revealing something to you. When you're winning, who is there to pour into you? That is God revealing something to you. It's not always loud. It's not always a, hey, boom, this is what's going on. You have to pay attention to different situations and different scenarios in your life and truly sit back and analyze things for you to get those messages. That's how he speaks. He speaks through messages. So if you look, and the same people who aren't there in your low season are the same people who aren't there in your winning season, they don't need to be there at all. If someone's there in your low season but not there when you're winning, they don't need to be there. If someone's there in your winning season but can't be there when you're in your low season, they don't need to be there. You need someone who's going to be there in both seasons. Yes, to the extent it may change a little bit because you have to pour into them too, depending on what season they're in. But you need someone who can be there in both seasons for you, who can pour into you in both seasons. If that person can't be there, that's not it. When you're low and people enjoy you being low and try to keep you low, them motherfuckers gotta go. Alright? For real. And when you're winning, if someone can't congratulate you, if someone can't be there to help uplift you and say, yo, you really did your thing, that's amazing, keep going, they don't need to be in your life either. Because it takes both of those. It takes someone to help pick you up when you're falling, and it takes someone to encourage you to keep going once you're on your way. If they can't do that, then why are they in your life? Why? To just have someone to talk to? Because I guarantee you, if that's the case, those conversations are not beneficial. Those conversations are not conducive to anything productive in your life. It's probably a lot of gossip and shit talking. Now, how does that help you? How? It's not you healing from a traumatic situation. It's not you figuring out a game plan to move forward. It's not you figuring out, hey, how can I better myself in every aspect of my life? Talking bad about somebody just because they're down and low to make you feel better about yourself, all that shows is how trash you and your spirit are. But like, for real. Because it doesn't take you diminishing somebody to make yourself feel better for you to feel better. If that's what it takes, then you got a lot of work to do, and we don't need to be around each other. Because someone who truly values self-love and truly values self-work to progress forward, they don't even want to. They don't even want to be in. That's draining of their energy. That's annoying. How does that help me be a better person? Talking about the lack thereof for someone else. No! But also, you're showing me your true colors, and I know not to trust you, because if you're talking shit to me about somebody, you're talking shit about me to somebody too. That's just the truth. So, absolutely not, okay? When God reveals something to you about somebody, listen to God. God is not going to steer you wrong. These people here on earth, they will. God won't. He always has your best interest at heart. He's always there to protect you. So put God before everybody. Please. Okay? I had to learn that my hard way too. I really did. That means God comes before family. God comes before your relationship. God comes before your friendships. God truly comes first. I have it here as a reminder because it's for real. God comes first. God is a jealous God. If you don't put him first, he will make you. And I'm not saying that of to reprimand you. I'm saying listen, because I've been through it. But also, keeping him first helps you. Your relationship with him becomes better. Your spirit becomes lighter. Your energy is more positive because you have a better connection with him. So truly allow yourself to really get the best out of this life here. 100%. Okay? Keep him first. Self-love, pour into yourself. And when people are revealed and they're negative, let it go. Please stop holding on to relationships because you didn't know them for 15 years. Let it go. I don't care if you met somebody last week. If they treat you better than someone else that you know in your life, they didn't show you what's up. Okay? So pay attention. Listen to your intuition. It's not going to steer you wrong because that's God talking. and I will see y'all in the next video. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. There's no homework for this video outside of truly just learning to listen. Okay, I take that back. The homework for this video is to take at least 20 minutes, whether it's today or sometime this week, to kind of sit in silence, to go and do a pro and cons list. Write out the positives and the negatives about somebody, so that way you can start analyzing who needs to stay in your life and who needs to go. Because the next season you're stepping into, not everyone can go with you, and you do not want to take that extra baggage, because all it's going to do is delay your blessings. So your homework is to write a pro and cons list about everyone close in your life, and then you can figure out how to assess on who goes with you and who stays. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for pouring into me the way I pour into y'all. We love you. We love y'all, and we will see y'all in the next video. Bye.